Hey, what's happening, everybody? How's everybody doing? We got John Rowe in here. How you doing, John? Very cool. Very cool. You got a 72 Nova project? Outstanding. Robbie's here. What's happening, Robbie? Kevin L., welcome. Mike Mays, what's going on? Henry's here. What's happening, Henry? I see Lonnie here. What's going on, Lonnie? There's my Kim. What's going on, Brian? Howie Moo. What's happening, everybody? So let me catch up here, see what's going on. Sounds like you got a heck of a build going there, John. I hope you're still in here. We start at 8:30, 9-inch rear. That's what I got. I got a Yukon nodular center section, 456 gears in the 55. The Nova has a 10 bolt that they stuck in, I think, out of a Camaro. I got to get under there and look. As soon as the weather clears up, we're going to jump in on that. Richard Sumner, what's going on? How you doing, man? Don's Hot Rod Garage made it. What's happening, Don? Very good. Hey, Gasser Dave made it. What's happening, brother? That's going around, Brian. It's going around. I wish everybody the best health and everybody come out with a positive result. My buddy Duffy from work, he's out with COVID right now. I texted him yesterday and he said he's doing all right. He said it was just a mild symptoms. Hey, Terry, what's happening? Thanks for coming in. Cameron Brines made it. What's going on? It's all good, man. He's good. Floyd, what's happening, Floyd? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you. There's Bob. What's going on, Shaky? How's everybody doing? We're getting a little bit of a storm right now. I'm telling you. What'd they say? Kim got the definitions. I don't know. Some kind of a snow hurricane or bomb or something. I don't know. All I know is it ruined my plans for the weekend. But it doesn't really ruin them. I just go in a nice warm garage and work on a 55. I think I'm going to bring. I think I'm going to bring the Nova around back next week and put it on the ramp, and I can take a. I can start. The one thing that's haunting me on that car is the hood. It has no treatment on it, and it's driving me crazy. And I have to do something. I'm waiting on some materials to come to take care of that. Very cool. Very cool. I got that. Oh man, my rear guy talked me into a posi track on mine right now. I got a posi track, 456s. Center sections by Yukon 9-inch nodular, 35 spline axles. Let's see who else we got in here. I don't want to miss anybody. I got to do a better job. Big Job made it. What's happening, Big Job Ford? There's Tony. What's happening, Tony? There's my buddy Larry. What's going on, Larry Lynn? There's Chris. How you doing, Chris? There's our buddy Papa T. You get a Trevor, did you get any videos up yet? I'm being honest, I haven't had a chance to go over and look. I've been running around pretty crazy this week. We got 3 videos up. We're trying to do a better job with that. Mark's Garage, Hedgeville, West Virginia. What's going on? Oh yeah, man. I was having a good time checking stuff out. The one thing I am disappointed on is I didn't realize it at first until I had them out of the trunk and I had them on the ground and looking. Those are slip-on rockers. I am not doing that kind of work. I think they're too. I'll look, but they might be too thin to make patches out of. So I might have to get a set of rockers. The pans are solid though; they're good. But we'll see what happens. We might be able to patch them. If not, we'll get a set of rockers. They're not that expensive. Thanks, Floyd. Thanks, man. That's not my car anymore. I owned that car for about 10 minutes. Kim come outside and said, "That's my car." All right. Take it. I guess I gotta fix it though. But I hope I get to drive it some. Gorney's here. What's happening, man? There's Andy's doghouse. What's going on, Andy? Jeff Roper's here. What's going on, Jeff? Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, we got a good amount of people in here. So I figured I'd tell you guys the story with what happened with this Nova. All right, this guy, not the guy I bought it off of, the guy before that owned the car, and he was trying. I mean, it, like the driver's side quarter, guys, he put three tacks down there between the quarter and the rocker. You're not supposed to do that on those, so I'll have to fix that. There's a lot of stuff I got to fix on it, but he was trying real hard, and you guys saw he bought a lot of quality parts, except for those slip-on rockers. We don't do that, and he he was working under the car. He was putting the 10-bolt rear in, and the car fell on him. The whole gas tank is caved in. That's why it came with a gas tank. Well, his buddy, he called his buddy up, the guy I got the car off of, and he said, "Look, man, you got to. I'm not working on cars no more. I'm done." Because he was trapped under there for a while, and so they traded. He traded his toy. The gentleman I bought it from traded his toy collection to the guy, and they switched cars. Well, then the guy I got it off of, he just realized, he's like, "Man, I'm 63. I ain't gonna be wanting to work on this." And he put it on the internet, and that's how we got it. But yeah, the car fell on somebody. That's how it came to be for sale, and that's how we got it. Turlo's here. What's happening, Turlo? Hey, Herb's here. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming over, Herb. I appreciate you, buddy. Hey, Michael's here. What's going on, Michael? How you doing, man? Happy birthday, kind of in person, right? How's the truck project coming, brother? Paul White, my man. What's going on? Oh man, that's cool, Paul. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Every subscriber helps, man. Yeah, Robbie, as long as it's in the family, I think she'll let me use it once in a while. It'll be a lot funner pulling two cool cars into a cruise in than just one, right? Everybody wants to drive. You like the trailer story better, Mike? It's the way it goes, man. Yo, Rusty Iron, what's happening? Yeah, we got the whole group here, man. We got a great group coming in. Yo, there's my buddy. There's Rick. Hey, I didn't work in the garage last night. Somebody called me up and we had a pretty good talk. So you're going to be my excuse for yesterday, Betty. Oh, man. You guys crack me up. Yeah, that's pretty good, Andy. Heck yeah, man. I was pretty tired. We put three out last week, and I'm going to try to keep that kind of pace going. I was telling Rick last night. I'm trying to get a few videos in the coffers already uploaded and scheduled out. And that way, if I miss a day like yesterday, and that wasn't Rick, I'm just kidding. But if I miss a day like yesterday, it's no big deal. We can still stay on the course. We're trying to get a treasure trove, if you will, of content. So we'll see how it goes. Little tiny guy like us. Kim, you going to be the guest host on Chad's show? I can't even get her to show up on here, Big Ford. She said once a year for the drinking game on Christmas Eve. Yeah, that sucks when stuff like that happens. I used to use a garage down on this Route 452 back when I worked at my last job, and I got to know the owner pretty good. And it was before I knew my buddy Mike and Kevin. And the owner retired and sold it to one of the mechanics' brothers. A week later, he came back to get his toolbox, and he was on the tow motor, and the tow motor flipped over, and he died. That's it. That's one of the most tragic stories. The guy retired, sold the business, and just getting his tools out. That freak accident. Yo, what's happening? There's XJ Rick. What's going on, buddy? She needs to paint her maybe on the Nova, Mike. not on sad news. Dopey's Garage, what's happening, brother? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Shakey's got a couple cool hot rods, John. Dang. Man, you got to give it a try, man. Oh, hold on a second. He's right here. He's over there with my my side glass. I guess y'all got a drink. Is that what you're aiming for? Hey, what's going on, Pat? Yeah, it's really close. I actually, Don, I stopped down to my buddy's garage after work. It's on the way home, and just to bull crap around for a while and talk to my buds. And my friend Kevin actually mentioned he was going to come over. He said not this weekend, maybe next weekend. I don't want to dog on them guys, but he has all the brake tools and stuff. We had the brakes, Don. We were further along. We had the brakes done, and somebody hit the brake line with a grinder. So we got a little bit of rework to do on that, but I need to get the fuel line ordered and set up too. I got the brake, or excuse me, not the brake. I got all the cable coming for the battery box. I did order that today. And I was looking, I'm on the fence. I'm ready to put that Raptor down. Just about. I want to put it down, but I'm on the fence. I was talking to Rick last night. I'm thinking I should maybe put the roll bar in before I do that, because I was just going to lift. I was just going to cut holes in the floor and lift the body up so I don't cut big square patches out of my floor. But there's a bunch of ways I was looking to see to do that. You can lift the body up, obviously. I could probably only go up a few inches, and I put a mirror in there, and I could probably stick it right around, and nobody'd ever know. They don't want to see any grinding on them though, so I think the best thing to do would be to cut a square out, and then just instead of cutting a plate in half, I think Rick was telling me, I was thinking if I made a new plate and slid it up onto the bar, welded it to the frame, and then dropped the plate down, and then there's no split in it. I don't know. There's a couple things I'm looking at, but man, the price on those things isn't too bad, but the ship to get them trucked in cost as much as the bar cost. It's crazy. But you have to have a bar for a car like this because you have to have the safety harness, the safety belts, the 4-point safety belts. If you want to go down the track, it's like the value of a 4-point roll bar is really nothing. You don't need a roll bar to go what 11.99. I think I was looking up the rules, and you don't need a roll bar for that. It doesn't bring you anything. Now you could put a fifth. I don't have to put one on the passenger side, but you could put a fifth point on the driver's side coming down the door, and then you're good all the way to 850. Excuse me. But I got to look into it. I mean, I'm probably just going to pull the trigger on it. But it was like $350. And the bar's only 195. All the money's in the shipping. Let me catch up on the. Hey, Scott's Rods is here. What's going on, hey, Dave? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. What else we got in here? Did we miss anybody coming in? Hey, there's Chaz. Chaz made it. What's happening, brother? How you doing, man? Oh boy. XJ, what's happening, man? Chevy Shane's here, man. What's going on, Chevy Shane? What's going on, brother? Thanks for coming in. Just making sure I don't want to miss anybody. Yeah, I don't have the fuel line in yet. That's another thing my buddy's going to help me out with. Larry. I'm on the fence. I have I have 3/8. I think it's 3/8 stainless out there already pre-bent, and it kind of looks good. But it's like Phil has the exact same thing in his 56, and we were looking at it, and I like the way Chris's looked on it with aluminum. But I was looking at them blacked out lines they got, man, and they're a little pricey, but man, they're nice, and you can hide them up in there pretty good. So I'm on the fence there. Them lines ain't too bad. I just have to, get them pre-made. Now I could go down to we got a place down the road from my work called Delray. I could go down there and I can get custom pieces made to length because I'm going to put my fuel pump in the back and and I'll have to, I'll go from there. I'll mock it all up, measure it all out, and I can get lines made to length if instead of you can get them where you can put the ends on yourself it's fuel line, so I guess you could use hose clamps. I just want that nice. I can't help it. I try to just cheese stuff up and I can't. I lose sleep. Let me see what we got. We got something going on here. I'm going to use two, Robbie. I looked at one wire and I think I'm going to use two. It's easier to get. It's plenty for what I'm doing. So I just went with two. Oh, two or two wire. But the kit I bought comes with those little what do they call pellet pods where you just drop the little barrel into the fitting, you heat it up and you set the wire on there and it drops in. So when it's done, it's done. Now I watched the manufacturer's video on that. Now it was a little bit taken back because I got the kit from Speedway and they give you the barrels, but they don't give you any of the liquid flux for the wire. And I'm like, I'm watching the video, so I might have to look into that a little further. Let's see here. Oh man, my boy Dennis made it. All right, well, hang on for a second. I've been waiting for you, Dennis. It's been 2 weeks I've had your mail, and I like opening the mail when the person's here. We'll get back to that wire conversation in just a second. My buddy Dennis is here, and I've been holding his mail, and I like to open the mail when everybody's here. And it's a pair of Dennis's stickers. I'm gonna put one in my vinyl folder, and I'm gonna put one on the door when we get back out in the garage. All right. I have started cleaning up the garage. I even got most of the stuff off of Kim's bench. I've been chipping away at it in between working on stuff. It's still a mess out there though. But yeah, thank you, Dennis. Anybody that hasn't checked out Caveman Garage, I encourage you to go over and do it. He's got a really cool 55 going on over there, and he's changing some stuff around on it. So thanks, Dennis. Hey, Grady made it. What's going on, Grady? Here, while we're at it, take a sip if you got one, right? All right. Hey, Mike, what's going on, Mike? No problem, Dennis. I appreciate you, man. There you go. Big Job got the right idea. It's not as flashy as I'm gonna have to get Kim to paint me like a little plate, our own BW Garage badge. This is our BW Garage badge. I love that thing, man. I was talking to Rick on the phone last night, and I was trying to sketch it to try to help Kim out to get going on the toolbox, and I messed it all up. I had to just leave it to her. I took the soap water and had to wash it off. I try. All right. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Chaz. I hope your father gets better, man. Josh, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping, though, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, man. Best of luck, whatever you got going on. Yeah, thanks, Mike. I'll tell you, I love that thing. I was like really ready to jam on it a little bit this weekend. My plan, and they're subject to change, but now that because it's really a weather dependent project until we get the 55 moving under its own power, so we can pull it out and play shuffle cars in and out. And but what I can do is I can do panels right now. I'm the first thing I'm going to do is pull the hood off. And I think it was Gary in one of the comments. I think I'm going to try what he said. Why not? And we'll wait. We'll let you wait and see. But I'm going to try something one of the viewers suggested in the comments, and we'll see how that works. And then I'll get all the rust off of that hood and get it cleaned up and sand it out. And then I'm looking right now. I'm looking at some special primer to put on it. So we'll see. I don't want to give too much away, but then I'm gonna the hood, then the trunk lid, then I'll do the doors. Then all I got's the shell to mess with. The first thing on the shell I'm fixing is that quarter they hung wrong. And I may have to buy another quarter on the other side. I don't know yet. I mean, you can see the body work of whatever they did before lifting. And that body work was from before the gentleman had it that did the shoddy body works. You know what they do in the 80s. So we'll see. It is what it is. It's a really cool car, and I got a banging deal on it. So we're gonna fix it. Plus, I'm told by people in the north, ratty hot rods are cool. Throw some rims on it and go. And we could do that. I peeked under the hood, and I'm not sure. Did you guys, when you heard it running, you saw how it was backfiring through the carburetor a little bit? I don't think the electric choke is hooked up. And I think it tried to suck and it couldn't, and it just tried to pop up through. I think that's all it is. I think if I put power to the choke on the carburetor, I think that thing will smooth out. I think. I could be wrong, but I just that was like a 5 minute fuzzy eyeball thing. No, Mike, I wish there was, man. I wish there was. I mean, I looked, and I even looked to see if there was somebody that was fabbing up those bars locally, the hoops for locally for the tri fives because they're pretty common. I think there is a place in Conshohocken, so I couldn't find it on my phone, but I'm gonna look. I don't know. In the last 2 years, a lot of places have gone out of business, so I'm not sure, but I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look into it and see. So, but yeah, I get what you're getting at with shipping and all. I mean, that's just a hard pill for me to swallow. I got a lot going on here. So, when you got to pay as much as it is for parts, just for the parts. Yeah, I know, John. I'm with you, and that's why I said we're gonna enjoy it. I want to be able to tool around this summer in the hot rod, man. And I think I'll have sad news ready to be on the street, but it's going to be the level I want it at. No, that's a while off, but I think I should be able to throw tags on it this year. But I mean, I definitely want to hot rod around, and I know I can with the Nova. I think I can with the 55, but we'll see. We'll see. I actually can't wait. But I was thinking about going to that Nobody YouTube event down in Missouri. I'm still on the fence. It's like I can't commit to it. That's why I asked them the other night. I forget I was in somebody's live or something, and that John Wilburn or whatever was in there, and I tried to find out. I tried to ask them. And they really didn't have a definitive answer if there was going to be at the gate registry or not. So yeah, I can't commit this early. I just can't. I got stuff shaking out and going down. We got to be ready to move on in a second. We find the right property. I'm telling you, we're going to make a move. I appreciate that, Chris. The only pitfall to those cars that unless you back half them, you're not getting a big tire under there. You're just not. And I'm trying to figure out. I've been told that you can get a 275 60/15 on the back. I'm told that's what you can get in there with a 5.5-inch backspace. Now I don't know, but that hurt. It's pretty tight, and you could rub a little bit when you're turning. I don't want that, so I think I'll go with like a 255, and that's fine. That's plenty for that. But I have to make sure because, like I said, that's not the factory rear that's in there, but the factory rear it should be around 54 inches. I asked that guy to 206 shop. I think I was in there, and maybe that's where I was in his live. Maybe the guy that does the Novas. Is that what it is? Is it 206? I just subscribed to him. I started watching some of his stuff, so I haven't committed it to memory yet. But that's where I learned about I asked about the event down in Missouri too. But he's man, you watch a couple of his videos. He's really knowledgeable on them Novas, and I was like picking his brain a little bit. Yeah, they're fun to start up for the first time, Chris. You'll have a good time with that. Me and Phil had a blast when we started mine up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kim. They have I'm going to paint the 55. I'm painting that hot rod black. They sell a hot rod white, and the Nova might end up hot rod white with a black hood, with a hot rod black hood. We'll see. We'll see. We can kind of test it out a little bit, hun. We can when I get the high build primer right before I start blocking, we can paint it. We can get high build primer in white, and that way we can get a look at it. You'll get a rough idea. It won't be exactly the satiny look, but we'll get a rough idea what it looks like. We'll get some high build black for the hood, and we'll get some high build white for the rest of the car, and kind of stand back and decide. I had some rims I wanted to show you too. I forgot. Sweet, man. Put them on your channel, Gorney, and invite people over to look. You know what I mean? It'll probably go quick. I'll tell you something else too is that Nova, it was on. I think I told you guys, man, but that Nova was on the internet for 14 minutes when I saw it. It was pure luck. And I was the guy told me, he's like, man, you were like 60 or 70 but he said, you're the only one who gave me a phone number. So I had the chance, man. He was a cool dude, man. He let us have it. I think I told you guys all this last week. I was pretty excited. I'm still excited. Trying to catch up on the comments here. That's cool, John. That's what it is. It's always time and money, ain't it, man? For get them going down the street. Oh yeah, Don. We like it. Robbie, the event for that nobody, they call it the nobody race or whatever it is. It's for YouTubers, young blossoming YouTubers. They said it was September 29th through October 1st. September 29th through October 1st, if I'm recollecting it correctly. And it's in Missouri. John Wilburn, and he hangs around over there at Uncle Tony's a lot. So, or you could that's the name of his channel too. He has information on it. I think he's one of the guys that's doing it. I think one of the requisites is you have to have at least 500 subscribers. I don't think that's right. I think they should let anybody that wants to come in there come in there. I don't care if you got 5 or 500. If you got something cool, let's see it. But I don't have anything to do with it. Yeah, that's what it is, Mike. The No Name Nationals. So that's another reason I'm looking at that. If I want to do events in my 55, I got to have a roll bar. Now the roll, like I said, if you read the rules, the roll bar doesn't do anything for you unless you got a convertible. What it does do for you is it gives you a place to anchor down a 4-point harness, which does do for you to get on the track. But once you get, I think it's 11.90. I got to reread the rules, but I think it's 11.99 or 10.99, and then they want to start seeing that fifth point or sixth point. And if you have a full frame car, that has to go to the chassis. If it's a unibody, then you got to put those 6-inch plates that come with it. Everybody's like, well, it's got the plates. You don't have to weld a plate on a frame, but you have to weld a plate on a if you have a unibody onto the floor. So yeah, I was reading up on it pretty extensively. I actually started getting a headache and had to stop. Trying, I want to be within the rule book. That way, if I want to do events, I'm legal. That's cool, Mike. There's a track. Like I said, Kevin, I don't have the. You can watch Shop 206 replay of their live last week, or you can go over and check out John Wilburn, and he has stuff on it over at his channel. But it's at a raceway. It's one of the drag strips in Missouri. Let's see here. All right, there we go. All right, guys, it's that time of the show. We're going to be putting up our stickers for guess the number game. Oh man, thanks, Brad. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. That's all right, man. All right, Brad. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys. So we have the stickers we're going to do first. This is clear when it comes off. There's no white on it. It's clear when you take the backing off. This is the round one that has a white background, and this is our regular old sad news sticker. So we're going to do the stickers first. I need a number between 1 and 45. 1 and 45. Go. Oh, by the way, you get a pin too. A pin. Nobody yet. Oh boy, they're coming in fast now. Try a number nobody's guessed yet. Woo! This is one of those ones that's going to go a while, I think, hon. It's a number I don't see guessed that often. Wow. Come on, guys. Nothing yet. Oh boy. There it is. There it is. Don's Hot Rod Garage. Is it Don, Kim? I got Don's Hot Rod Garage. All right. We got Don's Hot Rod Garage. Guess the number 30. Bring it up on the phone to show everybody. There you go, Don. Number 30. You got the stickers with the pin. You got a pin. You can put it in your lapel or put it on your tie if you go to a fancy event. Whatever you want. But anyway, congratulations. Okay, now for the second one, I ran out of face magnets. So I have one magnet. I have a whatever sticker, one of those holographic stickers, a magnet, a holographic sticker, and a pin. That's going to be our second one. Oh, we gained a couple people, so we got to change the number. All right, let me send it to Kim. Okay. I need a number between 1 and 49. 1 and 49. Starting now. Go. What? Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. There it is. 1 got it. 1. 1. 1 1. There it is. Number 44. Congratulations, Bry. Number 44. 1 guessed it correctly. You won a big extravagant prize, buddy. All right, so tonight's winners are 1 with the magnet, the holographic sticker, and the pin. And our first winner, who was it? Huh? Dawn. Dawn's Hot Garage won the stickers and the pin. All right, I'll get that stuff in the mail to you guys tomorrow. All right, I'll try to Monday at the latest, but I think there's going to be a storm tomorrow, so let's just say I'll get them in the mail Monday. That was always fun. That first one was tough, man. When I saw the number, I'm like, nobody ever guesses 30. It's gonna take a while. All right. For a second there, when the first one went, because I had to look down at the number again, I thought Shaky won again. He bet 40 or he guessed 49. I'm like, man, that'd be like 3 weeks and 4. But no, it was 44. All right. Cool, brother. Cool. Keep coming back. You'll eventually win. I'm pretty sure mostly everybody's won in here. You demand a recount. You won, buddy. What? Pick somebody to give it to one. John Rowe sounds like he'd really like to have one. If you don't want it, buddy, because you already have them, choose somebody. Choose anybody you want, buddy. It doesn't matter. I actually, if you want one of your Canadian friends to have it, I have Canadian stamps, just as many upstairs as I have American stamps. What the I I saw. Did you see Queen Dee Dee Speed Shop's video today? And she was writing on the wall at a new shop, and they call the metric wrenches. She called them the Royale with cheese. That's what I'll call the stamps for Canada. The Royales with cheese. I have plenty up there. What my live is lagging, Paul, or am I lagging on other people's or just Paul's? I have it hooked up. I have it on the hard wire. That's Chaz. Chaz from Puglisi Speed Shop has, but he has several sets. Okay, cool. I think it's you on your end, Paul. Cool. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, you have to look at your connection, Paul, because everybody else is saying they're doing good. Maybe. I hope not, buddy. All right, let's see here. All right. If you want me to choose somebody one, I'm going to choose John Rowe. He'd really like to have him. All right. So, John, go ahead and go to my About section of the channel's homepage, and all the way over on the right is my email. Just email me your address, and we'll mail you a set of stickers. Compliments of 1. So, thank 1. Let me I'll also type it in the chat in case you don't want to go over there right now. All right. So that's my email right there. But you can also, if you're not comfortable with Yahoo, you can do Gmail. They both linked right to my phone. It's jedclampett32 at yahoo.com or jedclampett32 at gmail.com. They both link directly to my phone, so either or work. I appreciate that one. No problem, buddy. Yeah, yeah. That's Dennis. That's Dennis, Rick. Dennis is a really good dude, man. He's really cool. His wife Michelle helps him a lot. She's into the hobby. She's got her own race car, man. Go over and check him out, dude. I don't know about all that. Yeah, it does. It does, doesn't it, Don? It does look like American graffiti. You know, he found the car and he put a video out, and it was like a found it in the barn type video, and he did really good with it. I think it was like 44,000 views or something like that. And his channel just took off, and he went to 1,000 like that, man. A lot of us had to scratch for a year or two. My man, he just shot to 1,000. Yeah, that's him, Rick. That's him. He sure does, Howie. He does have a nice one. Let me just go in here. Sorry, Paul. Maybe hit the refresh or something. Sometimes when my internet messes up at home, I gotta like reboot the router. I don't know. Maybe that'll help you. Let's see here. Trying not to miss too many. Oh man, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that, man. Dude, everything's overpriced right now. Appreciate you, Dave. That everything's overpriced right now. Vacuum cleaners, car parts, everything, man. Everything's outrageous right now, and the shipping costs are just like I said. I was talking. I have to get a bar, but I that's a hard pill to swallow. I started looking. I actually started looking. They have some, but I actually started looking on Amazon to see because if you can just get them in pieces, I don't care. I got to weld it together anyway. So and I'll get it unnotched, but I don't have the means to bend the pipe. I mean, if I had the the die set, I give it a try, but I don't. All they got at the shop is conduit benders, and they're that's not going to get it done. So you know I'm gonna have to do it because I need seat belts. Hey, what's going on, Sam? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Sorry, Paul. Yeah, that's what I'm going through right now, Mike. I'm sitting there and I'm staring at it. And I just hadn't hit the checkout button because I'm like $124 to ship it, and it ain't even coming that far. Isn't Summit in Ohio? Aren't they in Ohio? I thought they were somewhere around there. Maybe I did. I'll put it in there again. I'm gonna put my email in the chat again. Kim thinks I need to, so she knows best. She can keep me straight for 31 years, y'all. There we go. And like I say, Jed Clampett 32 at yahoo.com, but Jed Clampett 32 gmail.com also works. They both link directly to my phone. That's all you got to do. I don't know, man. I thought about it. I thought about putting the bird up front one. I'm just not sure if I'm on for it. I got to pull the clip off. I want to move where my braces are. I want to move them in line with the scene. but that's no big deal. That's just a weekend. But and I was looking. I didn't know if I should cover over the holes or start looking for a bird. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I almost want to get Kim to put that get Kim to put the bird that's on my door. You know, the front facial of the uh, the Smith cam on the front, but I don't even know. I mean, I'm on the fence. That's two to be determined because like I said, I'm dressing it down on the outside. No trim, you know, a chrome bumper on the back, and preferably, I'm going to keep trying and keep looking, but they're really hard. But I would like to have a wagon bumper, you know. So maybe if Jay comes across one, I don't know. I heard he told him, he's like, well, you're right after me. So everybody wants a wagon bumper on their 55 sedan. I mean, it's cool. It gets your license plate down off the trunk lid and gets it down onto the bumper. So we'll see. If I can't get one, I still might make something to mount my plate down that low. Because I'm putting an original plate. You see the plates that are over there on my workbench down low. One's a truck one, but the other one I got from eBay. It's an actual 55 sedan car plate that I can get Pennsylvania that I can get registered, and they're about half the size. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Oh, let's see. I may, Mike. I'm looking at the halos initially, and I still might. I'm on the fence, but I'm having a hard time finding one that's welded. They're all bolt togethers. I love the old Lakewood, but the Lakewoods were all bolt together, and I don't know. I'm still on the fence. The easiest way out is to put a roll bar in that go, just behind the seats and then and down. I don't know. I may put a halo on there. I don't know, but I know I need the crossbar for my 4 point safety belts for now. But it's like, dude, I got to weigh costs right now. I mean, things, I only got so much to play with. I got the Nova to work on. We got a lot of parts with that, so we don't have to buy a lot right away, But it's like at the same time, I'm weighing whether I want to buy a heater core or use the one that tested good and just get the switch. I mean, so that's where I'm at with that. See, now that's a nice idea. You got your wagon's killer though, Rob. So I got to think about that. How much you want for your bumper? I'm just kidding. Yeah, they got they're like Jegs got a little bit better. They're like $20 less. I think we're looking at the same one, probably, Brad. But then the shipping cost is $20 more. So there's Summit or Jegs. They're the same ones, and they're saying, well, they're having shipping problems, and the shipping cost X amount of dollars. So we'll see. No, no, I've never been that far out. I've never been out there. My buddy just took vacation out there last year, went through the Badlands and all that, Tony, but I never been there. Oh yeah. Hey, John made it. What's going on? John Morris from over on Facebook. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you stopping in, saying hello. Well, you know what you know how it has the indent, Dennis, for or I don't want to say the indent, but the molding on the stamp. I mean, I can try to make you a tissue paper template and mail it to you because the holes are still on mine, and I don't have anything bolted up to it. And you could probably figure it out like that. What do you mean? Oh, oh man, I'm sorry, buddy. Rick's over there. He's parched. I'm sorry, buddy. Have a sip, buddy. Took me a minute. I'm like, what the heck is Rick saying? I told you I'm a Joe Rockhead, bud. Sorry to hear that, John. I tell you, my buddy Bub had one at 70. It's same paint scheme with the black rally stripes and everything. And his had a straight six in it, 2-speed power glide. That thing was loud. My man would rev that thing up to 60 miles an hour in first gear and pop it in the second. We were just kids, man. It was his first car. It was cool, man. We used to go behind the mall when it was snowing real bad, and he'd get that thing going, and we'd be out there like be to 2 in the morning, and there's nobody there. He'd get that car going about 40, 50 miles an hour. They hadn't plowed the thing yet. He'd pull that. He had his emergency brake in the middle, and he'd pull it, and we'd go into helicopter spins. He used to beat the dog crap out of that thing, man. We had so much fun in it. This is the first, and he texted me on Facebook. He goes, "Dude, that looks like my car." And I'm like, "Dude, it's the first thing I thought of when I pulled in and I saw it. I'm like, man, that looks like Bub's car." Dang one. That's tough, man. You know, Mark, Jay has an S&W full set, but he has a 12-point cage. I don't want it, and he wants like $500 for it. And I just want the roll bar, and they're 197 bucks. And even if I paid the 124 shipping, it's still cheaper than the set Jay got. And he was saying it's without the plates, but like I said, on a full frame car, you don't need the plates. You go to the frame. You only use plates for a unibody, and they got to be 6x6. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading stuff wrong, but that's the way I understand it. But yeah, and he has a full one, and it's for sale on Marketplace, and it's a very reasonably priced. It's $200 under what S&W wants for the exact same kit. He can't cut the price no more, and I don't want the whole thing. So I'm kind of stuck, and they got nice stuff, man. It's a quality cage. You know what? I'm getting parched myself. I'll join you guys. There you go. Last 5-10 minutes, we'll have a beer together. How about that? Cheers. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, Brad. And it's like there's no, from what I understand, and you probably got a better understanding than I do of it. I mean, I'm just very new to it. That I was reading, and it said that the only thing, the roll bar is for a convertible. I mean, if it really, because if you want to be on the track with like an old vet, you have to have at least a roll bar to run from 1399 down to 999 or whatever it is. And then for our 55s, the only purpose the roll bar serves is for the safety belt. If you want to get all the way down to 850, I think it is, you have to have at least 5 points. You'd have to have a bar come down on the driver's side to the front and catch the frame in the front. What, hon? You'll have to shoot me a text, hon. Hudson badge. Well, it's not a Hudson badge. It's a Phil D Bucket badge. BW Garage badge. We're gonna have to paint one of these on a regular piece piece of metal, hun, because I'm going to have that in the car. Hey, Grady, are you still in here? Did you get a chance to see the new paint job on the toolbox in the last video? I think you did, didn't you? I thought I saw a comment from you in there, but I got to figured I'd ask you. Grady sent us that toolbox last year. And yeah, cool, buddy. And it was just, it was sitting there, and then I remember I painted it silver. I didn't like it, and then you shot me an email, and you're like, "Dude," and then I got that hammered black. I think you even mentioned hammered black last year, and I got that hammered black for that heater kit, and I'm like, "Man, that's cool." And I picked that toolbox up, cleaned it, and I hung it up and sprayed that, and I was like, "Dang, that's good." Kim's already put my BW Garage face logo on the lid on one side. I want to get her to put the engine numbers on the other side, and then I'm putting it in. I'm building a bracket for it to put it in the trunk of the car. I'm putting it long ways, and I want to have Filthy Bucket on the side that shows when you open the trunk. I think that'll look pretty cool. I appreciate it, buddy. And I'm going to bolt it down. Obviously, it ain't going to be banging around back there. I'm gonna put 2 small holes in my bracket through, and then 2 small holes in the toolbox, and I'll put wing nuts in there. Excuse me, man. I got to see it. Got a little bit from drinking that beer, but I'm gonna have another sip. Why don't y'all have a sip too? Oh man. Well, see, then I'll lean on you a little bit, Dennis. Dennis, how? I mean, with a roll bar, just a roll bar. The only purpose that serves is for a safety belt, right? And then to get, for, I think you're good to 1199. Is that what it is? And then if you put a 5th point in, are you good all the way? You 5 or 6, but you can go with 5 if you don't want a bar on your passenger side, and then you're good to what, 850? Or 999. It was one of those. I'd have to sit down and reread the rules and really make an informed decision whenever I do it. But like I said, I'm not going to be a super drag racer, but I want to be legal at the track. And I know I at least have to have a 4-point safety belt. I need that bar. Now, what do you mean it won't go to the frame, Mike? I thought if you bought a safety hoop specific for the 55, 56, 57, you can see how they bend and they come in, so they will go to the frame. Okay. Well, see, everybody has, it's like, and then you start going into these forums, and everybody has their own thing. 1149 no bar, 6-point, actually 8 points to 10 points. Okay. All right. Thanks, Dennis. This is good. This is good information. That's plenty fast for me. Now, there is a little thing in there that I read, Dennis, where it said what you wrote there. But I think it. Now that I think about it, it was 1149, but it also said, or if your car will travel at 135 miles an hour, regardless of your ET. But I don't know how they would determine that if your ET is under the 1149. I'm learning, man. I'd appreciate it, Dennis. I really would, man. Now, Brad, look, we've already ran over, but I gotta find this out. Brad, now you're saying that you got to put outriggers on your frame because I thought this you could buy when you bought the safety hoop specific to the Tri-5, they have that bend. At least that's what the picture looks like, where it would go and drop right in. That's what I thought too, Dennis. Okay. Well, I think the ones if you buy them specific for the Tri Five, I think they do. Hey, if they don't, I'll make an outrigger. But I'm pretty sure that the bars I'm looking at, you can actually see how the hoop comes around, comes down, and it comes in like this. And I think they have the back bars where they're going to come through the uprights of where the back seat would be. I could be wrong. All right, we'll look at it, Mike. You're saying it's straight up. I'll look. The one I'm looking at looks like it goes like this, but we'll to be determined. If we got to build something, we'll build something. All right, guys. Well, we've already ran 2 minutes past, but it was a lot of fun. See, we're learning stuff. We're figuring stuff out together, and I appreciate that. I had a great time talking to everybody tonight. Like I said, the weather dependent on the Nova, but look for some content on that real soon. We're going to play with stuff. I'm having bad dreams about the hood. We're going to start by getting that thing protected. All right. So Shaky Floyd, have a good night. XJ Rick one. Howie Mook, Mike, thanks for coming in. Poor Possum, thanks for coming over. Sam, thank you very much for stopping by, Brad. Dave from up there at Scott's Rods. Gorney, a Rusty Iron Project. Everybody have a great, safe weekend, man. Everybody take care of yourselves. Don't be getting too crazy. Take it easy, Steve. I appreciate you. Jeff Roper, Don's Hot Rod Garage. Brian. Hey, David Fleck. All right, from Canada, Alberta. Thanks for stopping by. Henry, Mike Mays. Larry from up there in Canada. Lonnie, thanks for stopping by. Hey man, take it easy, Chris. Take care, everybody. I want everybody to have a good, safe weekend, and we'll see you again next Friday. Okay. All right. Take care, Mark from West Virginia. Take care, Terry. Take care, y'all. Take care, Kevin.